Welcome back. In this video, I'll be showing you how to remove and install the headlight assembly on my 2013 F-150. This is going to be pretty straightforward, so let's jump right in. The first thing you want to do is pop your hood so we can access the bolts that hold the headlight in place. Once the hood is popped open, let's locate the 3 bolts that hold the headlight in. There are 2 bolts up top, one right here and the other right here. And in order to get to the 3rd bolt, we need to peel back this mini splash shield. And there's the 3rd bolt. All 3 of these bolts are 10mm, so let's get them removed. You shouldn't have to worry about the headlight falling down on you because there are clips that hold it in place. More on those later in the video. There's one. And there's 2. One more bolt left. And now all 3 are removed. In order to pull the headlight straight out, you need to move it around a little so you can get your fingers between the headlight and the fender on the side. But be careful, you don't want to pull on one side too hard because it can cause damage to the headlight assembly. Eventually, there will be enough room to get your fingers between them so you can pull the headlight straight forward just like this. Now we need to work on getting the wires unplugged. Starting with the turn signal socket, you need to press down on this tab right here to unlock it, and then pull straight up. You may need to use both hands as these tend to stick over time because of all the dirt and debris that gets in between the socket on the harness and the bulb. Alright, now let's move on to the headlight bulb right here. The tab is on the back side, so press it in and then pull the socket straight up, just like that. Here's what the tab looks like on this socket. You just press down on it and it will release. Finally, we can move on to the 3rd and last socket. This is for your side marker bulb. The locking tab is on the left side, so press that in and then pull straight up. Perfect. And again, this is what the tab looks like on the side marker socket. You can see the locking tab moving inside of the socket as I'm pressing it. This is how it releases from the bulb socket. And that's it. That's how you remove your headlight assembly. Now let's get it back on my truck. The installation is just the reverse of removal. So let's start with getting the sockets plugged back in. The brown one goes back into your turn signal socket. Make sure you keep in mind which side the tab is on. It needs to be on the right side. Now we can grab the white socket and get it plugged into our side marker. The locking tab for this one needs to be on the left side. Go ahead and push it on. Perfect. Finally, let's get our gray socket plugged back into our headlight bulb. You may need to move the wires around to reach. On this socket, the locking tab needs to be on the back side. Go ahead and press it on. Alright, now grab your headlight and make sure the top bracket goes over top of the plastic shield here. Don't press it all the way in yet. Let me show you something really quick. If you look on the side of the headlight, you will notice 2 gray locking tabs and 2 black plastic guide pins. You want to make sure they go into these holes behind the fender right here. Here's a better look at them. The oval slot is for the bottom locking tab. Then you have these 2 circular holes for the black guide pins. And then the other oval hole is not in view, but it is right above the top circle. You want to make sure they line up perfectly while the bracket is still above like this. Then you can push it straight in. Just like that. Let's take another look at that from the side of the truck. You want to carefully maneuver the headlight assembly into place like this, and then once you are lined up, give it a little push. Perfect. Now grab your 3 bolts and hand tighten them in. Then, grab your 10mm socket and tighten them down. Once I start feeling some resistance on these bolts, I like to give them a little less than 1/4 of a turn, and then that's it. These are screwing into plastic and you don't want to torque them down too much. I'll show you what I mean on all 3 bolts. As I start feeling resistance on the side bolt, I will give it a quick turn, just like that. That's all you need. Now do the same for the other 2. Go ahead and tighten it down until you feel resistance and then give it a quick turn. Perfect. Once more, give it a quick turn after feeling some resistance and now you are done. All that's left for you is to close your hood and you are done. Great job. That's all there is to it. If you found any part of this video helpful or entertaining, please give it a thumbs up. Also, if you haven't subscribed yet, hit that button as well as the notification bell so you don't miss a video from our channel. Thanks for watching and we'll see you on the next one.